Hey guys, welcome back to Sunless Sea. It's been a little while since we've played. There's actually been a new update out, the Sapphire update for Sunless Sea. So I figured we'd jump back in, see what we're doing. The Sapphire update adds a bunch of new stories, things like that, stuff that we might actually have to make a new game for, and new, if our current character dies, the stuff that he gets to pass on, that kind of has changed a little bit. We're going to go ahead and continue the game that we currently have, and then see if we can find some of the new stories that might already be in place. If not, we will just kind of see how things go. Chances are, we have so much terror from when we left last time anyway, we're probably not far from taking a huge dive anyway. We can see there's, new stories available. So yeah, we'll have to see what kind of stuff we find. Let's just go ahead and continue. There's a new kind of like money run thing I want to try to do as well really quick. Something called the Sea Lions, which I guess isn't too far from where we're at. Kind of heading up to, drop off the tomb colonists, heading over to the Sea Lions, popping back around to Fallen London. We might try to do that, see how we do, if that's just a crazy killer terror thing for us. I just want to see the viability of that one as a whole. In our next playthrough, I might do that behind the scenes a few times, but I'd also maybe like to post a little quick video just as if you guys decide to buy the game, if you're just searching for Sunless Sea, and are hoping to find a way to make money, I might have a quick just tutorial video on how to do that run. Man, it's been a little while since I've played this. I'm trying to remember where we left off. It's been a little while. So let's see here. Let's do our usual, get our messages from the Harbor Master. Let's pop to the house, read the news. Let's see if, and where is here we go, Admiralty Survey Office. Do we have any survey stuff to cash in? Okay. I think these are things that we had already pretty much done before, but I guess it didn't save. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and pop in all these things that we've already done. Abbey Rock. Strategic information. Alright. So, stuff that we'd already pretty much taken care of. Just wanted to take care of those things again really quick. Alright, now... Interesting. Tattoo parlor. Huh. Interesting. Reduce your terror to 0 once only. We will have to kind of keep that in mind. Oh my gosh. I'll have to remember that, doing tattoo stuff might be a good way to try to reduce our terror future times. Again, since I'd like to eventually restart just so that way we can get all the new stuff in the Sapphire update, I won't worry too much about trying to keep this going as long as humanly possible. Just won't really buy us a whole huge amount. Let's see here. The thing I'm concerned about now is I can't seem to scroll any further down to get at the tomb colonists down here. I'll have to look into that. I'm not sure why that isn't the case. Anyway, let's see if we can at least buy our wine. Bring that up. I wouldn't mind. Wouldn't mind. There we go. Yeah, we'll sell that sucker off too. Buy a bunch of wine. That looked like... Well, we can scroll over there, but not over there. Odd. Interesting. Unless... Hold on. London. Tomb colonists. Bam. There we go. Ah! Oh, no! Oh, no! Let's get rid of all those things of wine. I should have thought that one through ahead of time. Clearly I haven't thought through what I'm doing at all. I just wanted to jump right back into things. Okay, alright. Let's take off. So yeah, it's been a little while since I've played Sunless Sea. Man, I do greatly enjoy this game, and I've been looking forward to some of the new story stuff. I wish I'd done more exploring beforehand, just to, the Rat War, I loved that full thing. That was just an awesome thing. And there's so many other stories like that are still yet to be discovered. So I'd love to, just be able to check out some of these new places. We've explored a decent amount of the map, but there's still so much to find and so many things to kind of come across and explore and do as well. So I'd really like to. It'd be nice if we could better finance our expeditions. So that's part of why I'd like to try to do this money run, so we can actually pay for the whole thing. Though, yeah, terror. Yeah, I'll have to remember that. Tattoos will help reduce that. I wonder if we can get the same tattoos a few times, or if it's something we'll have to kind of, you know, we can only get so many of the tattoos. Uh-oh. Oh, gosh. This nightmare is gonna be the end of us. Gain 3 terror. Well, we seem to be able to keep escaping him, but I'll be curious to see how long that'll last. In fact, let's go ahead and stop off, visit our friends here, sell off that news for home, and lose a couple terror. And let's keep going. So yeah, I'm so glad that they're still updating this game actively. It's just, you know, there's so much to explore and do. It seems like, for the most part, all the islands that are around, all that stuff is already in place. It's just the going back and adding the stories, all those kinds of behind-the-scenes type stuff, adding to combat, adding to trading. As I'm sure you all have noticed, the trading, you know, there's only a few things that can really be done to actually make a lot of money. And, you know, you don't want it to be to the point that you can just make a couple of runs and then suddenly you're just swimming in the best and greatest stuff of all time. But at the same time, there's so many places that sell the same stuff all for the same price, if not higher, so you can't really easily make money that way. So, all that stuff that you balance out, I'm sure. Uh-oh. Bring it. Oof. Interesting. It's everything I imagined, he tells you, breath and sleeve. This is a decaying immigrant north. That's just the one, huh? There's something missing. Please bring her to me. She went off to Mangrove College. She needed to get out of London, but Vanderbite is just as safe. I'll wager she's bored of mud by now. Interesting. Bring a shady sort to Vanderbite from Mangrove College. My goodness. Huh. Provide what you promised. Shady sort. Tell her the truth. Let's see here. He's much changed. Man. I'll be curious to see what we decide on when we get closer to that point. Whether we tell her what he's actually like underneath all those bandages and such, or how things will go. We already got rid of our tomb colonist. Interesting that it was just the one that we had that it ended up like that. I'll get a couple more supplies, even though they're marked up. I wonder if we did just one at a time, other times, whether it'd end up being like that. Alright. Lost to terror. Memory of distant shore. I was actually hoping to get... Where's our... Yeah, there we go. Gather gossip. Port report. Now, let's see here. So, the Shepherd Isles... Apparently, the islands will move ever so slightly with each playthrough. So, whereas Shepherd Islands might have been up where this island is at here, they'll still kind of be in the same general area. So, the sea lions should be just past these things. I might head up, kind of up, past, over, and then down and around. If we go crazy along the way, so be it. You know, it's just gonna be what it is. You know, if you're gonna die in a game, it might as well be by going completely insane. We might have to do a Don't Starve playthrough after this and keep that going just to see how that goes. Oh, goodness. Oh, in fact, I want to try to actually take out some of these bats, too. There's some stuff I wanted to look into. And fire! And fire! Ah! Oh, man, we don't have a targeting fire solution. Get him in sight. Oh, well. Alright. We won't worry about them just so much. So, Fallen London, obviously our place that we call home, is also a browser game done by the same people that kind of has a little bit more of the backstory about Fallen London. It sounds like it doesn't fully fill in all the blanks. It still kind of starts off with the, you know, London has fallen, it was stolen by bats, etc., etc. And it's kind of a different, you're not exploring, things like this. It's kind of more of a traditional RPG style, you know, web browser as you would expect. But we might try to do that a little bit as well, just kind of see if people are interested in seeing the behind-the-scenes stuff. I might go ahead and throw a link in the description as well if you all want to check it out for yourself, since, hey, everybody loves free stuff. it's coming up on the holidays. It is the holidays, so people need stuff to do with their free time, so might as well play a free web browser game. Or if you'd like to buy Sunless on Steam. If only they were paying me for advertising. Oh gosh. Yeah, our channel isn't quite to that popularity level yet. And even then, the getting paid for advertising, everybody has differing opinions of the whole thing, I will say that. Alright, we're getting just about Demo Island, something like that. Let's send out our bat. Something that I definitely don't do. No islands in range, okay. Really don't make use of the bat nearly enough. As I say every time I play the game, and then I don't make use of the bat nearly enough. Let's keep him sending out. Yeah, interesting that all the islands that are to be added are already added. It's just... And I love that they're going back and adding a bunch of the story elements. Because, you know, it's fun enough just kind of exploring, checking these things out, kind of upgrading your ship. But the story behind everything, too, is what really kind of sets this game apart from, you know, any number of other just kind of traveling around, trading stuff. There's, yeah, Port Royal 2, the very first thing that comes to mind. You know, we're not building up a huge fleet here. We're not... And, you know, it's not a entirely new world. This is... you know, Earth as best we can tell, which is fascinating, but just the new setting within that, everything being underground such as this. So it has that familiarity to it as well. Alright, what is this? Hopefully these are the sea lions that I've heard so much about. What do we got here? Oh gosh. What have we found? Salt Step. Khan's Glory, what the... Okay. Huh. Fascinating. Oh, man, there's no way I can easily get to that thing up there. Interesting. So Khan's Glory. Khan's Heart, Khan's Glory. Yet another civilization to check out. If I come back around this way from the north like that, I'll try to pop in there. I hate to spend a bunch of time trying to work my way around up there. If there's something to stop... Hey, yeah, here's another thing. It just seems like there's no easy way to try to get in at this. No good way there. Oh my gosh. We're just coming from the entirely wrong direction, apparently. So, as I believe I've mentioned, I'm hoping that if we just die and come back, we'll be able to keep going and do new stuff, things along those lines. Explore the new stories, the stuff that you kind of required to make a new game for. I'm hoping that it'll be like that. Oh my gosh, somebody's shooting at something else. Oh gosh. About to take on a jellyfish. Oh my gosh. Interesting. So yeah. Oh. Well, let me talk about this really quick. There are now just kind of neutral ships that go along that you can trade with or just chat with. Stuff like that, or attack if we want to. But alright. Cry grows up. It grows up. The cry goes up. Drownies. Drownies? In the water. The pale faces of the drowned dead bob up like lamps. They're singing. Oh my gosh. We have plenty of spare fuel. Let's go ahead and use that to drown it out. Because we don't want our people to... Yeah, lost terror. Well, our terror is getting up there. It's gonna be bad. Oh gosh. Alright. Khan's Heart. Oh gosh. Yeah, we've got to cut back up this way a little bit. Should be all clear. Man. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully dying. So when you die, you get to pass on either your map or one of your qualities, something like that, to kind of your heir, that sort of a thing. Hopefully just doing that will be enough to be starting a new character, that sort of a thing. If not, well, we'll just kind of see how things go and maybe start something entirely new anyway. My gosh, yeah, I love the kind of art style for, you know, it's fairly detailed for all these various things that we can see. even though we don't necessarily get to explore them fully, but the rat barge, that is awesome. I wonder if it's my new rat friends I helped out. How far? We're a ways off, and our terror is 83. Friends, I'm not sure we're going to be able to make it. We will just keep going as long as we can. What is that? It's a huge statue of something holding a rat. You know, I want to check this out. If it's the last thing we do as our terror continues to increase. Oh my gosh, and some huge crazy whirlwind over there. But yeah, let's check this thing out, because I'm very intrigued. What do we got here? Nuncio, do not return center. Oh gosh. Taciturn functionalities in postmen's uniforms walk the docks. Oof. What? 100 echoes. Let's go for it. We don't have a key of histories. Is there any like shops or anything? Just some supplies. Let's get some supplies. We're running low. You know, let's go ahead and do it. Shore leave. And we lost. Well, that helped. Can we do that? Well, gosh. Well, it's 100 echoes apiece to lose 5 terror. So not entirely gonna be worth it. But still fascinating. Good to know that somewhere out here we can make use of that. 80. Hopefully that'll keep us sane just long enough to get somewhere. So yeah, the decision of what do we give our next character. The map is tempting, but since everything's kind of generally in the same spot, we'll be able to just explore and kind of go from there, find the same things easily enough. We won't have to worry about that. I think it seems like kind of giving our character one of the qualities that we had. I guess our mirrors is the highest quality. Something like that. Let's get closer to this thing. Let's see if we can discover whatever it's supposed to be. Hopefully not get pulled in. Come on, just work the edge. Nope. Apparently we don't get to find out. Man, yeah, we'll have to. I wonder if we can make use of that. And Station 3 is some distance to the west. Huh. Yep. By some distance? Not far at all. Fascinating. Alright, are you the salt lions? What are the salt lions? What is this thing that I've heard about that I can't seem to find? Tell me more. Shepherd Wash. Depot A. I'm intrigued. Station 3. Not what I'm looking for, but... Oh, we may infer Station 1 and a Station 2. We may conjecture Station 4. Machinery hums behind high steel walls. Up the hill, there are visible outlines of warehouses and a building with a spire. But the lamps are low where they burn at all. And your ship is the only one in harbor. It may be best to look from a distance. Try the gate. Well, let's... Ooh. Good mirrors challenge. Search for signs of other visitors. Our mirrors are pretty good. Let's go for it. And we succeeded. Perfect. A few pages torn from a logbook record a long passage of doggerel that makes no sense of all. The verses go on and on about purple fires and upside-down houses, a fistful of roses the color of brandy, and dolls with buttons for teeth. The pages end just as they're reaching the nonsense refrain. Let's go ahead and scout things out from a distance. Church or something else? You stand on the high point of your ship and look to shore. There's a steeple building on the horizon, by far the largest thing in sight. No cross marks the top of it, nor other symbol you recognize. Let's try the gate. Let's go for it. The only way past the walls is an unimposing but sturdy-looking gate of triple-barreled silvery metal. A sign beside it reads Deliveries. The metal is steel-hard and icy cold to the touch. Attempts with chisels and crowbars fail. Perhaps if you could bring the gun's ships to bear, but no. So, okay, if we return with a certain delivery, We may find it open. Fascinating. Well, any shops? There's nothing. We stopped for no reason. Oh, goodness. What's our 87? Not long, friends.